As a great man once said, a Bloody Mary is like a thumbprint. You don't want to leave one at a crime scene. That great man was my Grandpa Bob. He was kidding, of course, I hope, but his message was clear as brandy. Speaking of brandy, today we're making a Brandy Mary, the perfect addition to your tailgate. It's a revolutionary cocktail. It's a Bloody Mary that had a love child with brandy while the cheese garnish was. Sorry, I just got turned on. Speaking of all this brandy talk, this is Berens old-fashioned brandy. Now, before you ask, no, I did not name this brandy after myself. That would be egotistical. I named it after my Grandpa Bob. I can't help it, we got the same last name. That's just a coinky-dink. I actually got the idea for the Brandy Mary after my Uncle Joel left me a voicemail. Here it is.
Your hemorrhoid ointment is ready for pickup at the pharmacy.
Not that voicemail. Here it is.
I got a recipe idea for you. Bob loved Bloody Marys, right? So make a Brandy Mary. I'm even putting garnishes in it like pickled northern. It's amazing.
And that's enough of that. Okay. Now some people say, Charlie, you can't put brandy in a Bloody Mary. That's disgusting. But here's the good news. I never asked you. Now to make a Brandy Mary, you're gonna need a few things. One, tomato juice. This is homemade tomato juice. As you can see, we actually reused the Berens old-fashioned brandy bottle to hold the tomato juice. And that's a nice thing about the Berens old-fashioned brandy. Yeah, you gotta buy the brandy, but you get the bottle for free. It's what we call a BOGO. Buy one, get one bottle. Makes sense if you don't think about it. Anyway, lemon, cheese, celery, buck knife, you can read, pickles, celery salt, hammer, olives, hot sauce, horseradish, a drill, and Jesus. So you start off with your buck knife. You cut your lemon in half, then give her a squeeze right in there. Now I know what some of you are saying, Charlie, that glass is cloudy. Well, I hate to say it, but I got hard water. And we do have some lemon seeds in there, but that is what we call roughage. Crucial element in the digestive system. A little celery salt, tomato juice, just enough Tabasco sauce to sweat out your sins. Don't forget the horseradish, especially if you haven't been to confession in a while. And just a little bit of pickle juice. Now it's time to measure out the brandy. I am just gonna do approximately 2 shots. Now the reason I'm only doing 2 shots is this is 45%. That's 90 proof. This stuff is strong enough to put hair in places you didn't even know grew hair. I mean, shoot, you go 3 shots of this stuff, you're gonna be combing your palms by halftime. Now it's time to give her a stir. I'm stirring with a drill because life's short. Give her a go. Next, you're gonna wanna grab your hammer and get some ice. Oh, you son of a... All right, be generous with it. It is time to add your garnishes. Now, some people just skip this step, but that is a huge mistake because for 62% of Midwesterners, this is the only salad they'll ever have. Now look, you can go nuts with the garnishes. I mean, there's this place in Milwaukee called Sobelman's. They put a whole ass fried chicken on that sucker. And sliders too. We're gonna go pretty standard, okay? If you wanna know how do you make the garnish, just remember peacock, pickle, cheese, olive, celery. Now presentation is everything, all right? So it's nice if all of those have a nice little toothpick. And of course, I frickin' forgot the toothpicks again. Well, that's fine. Hang on. Oh, here's a good one. So yeah, if you don't have toothpicks, it's fine. Just find yourself a stick, pull out your buck knife, and just give it a nice little whittle there. Get rid of the branches. All right.
Why are you out of breath?
Well, I always get out of breath when I pull out my buck knife. It turns me on. Son of a... All right, so first things first, pickle, cheese, olive, cut yourself a little piece of celery.
Celery's already in the drink.
That's a decorative celery. This is the garnish celery. 2 different celeries. And if you give someone that center stalk, they'll know you gotta think for them. And that, ladies and gents, is a Brandy Mary. Now, before I even think about taking a sip, I gotta get myself a beer back. Today, I'm going Liney Kugel Summer Shandy. Available year-round. The bloody without a beer back is like a Catholic without guilt. What's even the point? And now it's time to take a sip of your Berens old-fashioned Brandy Mary. But before you sip, cheers to the sky. Grandpa Bob's up there cheersing back. I'm waiting for his cut. Tastes like heaven, or at least purgatory.
So roll out the barrel and get the band brewing. Life's got you down, just keep her moving.